How's it going there, everybody? It's Mr. Zen over here bringing guys a brand new One Piece chapter discussion. And for today's segment, guys, we're going to be talking about is chapter 880, folks. 0% chance of escape. Yes, folks. Oh my freaking god. Oda is definitely giving that pressure, that intense pressure to let us know that the Straw Hats are having no means of escape throughout the whole freaking escape plan they actually tried to have. But regardlessly, to me, it just seems that Oda's doing that because a lot of One Piece YouTubers out there are constantly just saying, oh, the Straw Hats are going to be doing this, the Straw Hats are going to be doing that, Big Mom's going to be doing this. I feel like Oda is kind of giving a lot of the One Piece theorists out there a giant slap to the face, saying that, you know what? Is this what you guys are expecting? No. I'm gonna do a giant curveball and I'm gonna surprise you guys. I'm gonna surprise you guys so hard. You guys are gonna just be begging for me for another chapter for next week. That's what I feel like that Oda is practically doing for this actual specific chapter and the chapters that are leading on to, which, by the way, respect to Oda for doing that because of the fact that it makes the chapter seem so worthwhile to actually watch. And read, by the way. But besides that, I do want to get on the specific point is Big Mom herself, folks. You know, at the end of the chapter, personally, what the heck was up with that? You know, we actually, as us longtime readers of the One Piece verse, we all know that Devil Fruit abilities are always, you know, they're always been a very interesting kind of like, you know, battle ability in the One Piece universe. Now, with Big Mom actually being able to, you know, use her Devil Fruit ability to actually control the sea, is something that we have yet to see in the One Piece lore itself. I mean, we've seen Aokiji freeze the sea. We've seen how was his name? Whitebeard actually, you know, manipulate the sea because of his tremor abilities. But those abilities are more or less to say because they're affecting the surroundings, but not the sea itself. Because remember, when Whitebeard was controlling the sea, it's because his tremor ability was shaking the sea to the point that it was causing tsunamis and it was causing giant uplifts of the sea itself. And you know, and with Aokiji, he froze the sea because his Devil Fruit ability just basically froze the surrounding temperatures around it. And you know, that's the thing with Big Mom's ability, it kind of surprises me because it's like, wait a minute. So her Devil Fruit ability is able to put herself inside the entire ocean or just a specific part of the ocean? That's the part that I'm kind of like thinking like, wait a minute. She can't be controlling. So to put it in logical perspective, what I personally think what Big Mom is doing instead is she's probably just controlling a certain part of the ocean. And instead, or maybe it's more or less to say that, you know, she's gathering all her homies in the ocean in order to create that giant tidal wave itself. Because the ocean is way too vast. It's to be a one singular being in itself, that would take a lot of homies in a sense. And personally, just seeing that in itself is just very hacks. Big Mom's ability would be very, very hacks, folks. And Jesus Christ, you know, it just goes to show just how powerful the Yonko's abilities. But this just kind of overthrows it, you know. This just kind of makes all the other Devil Fruit abilities kind of seem pointless. If Big Mom could just control the sea, if she could just cause tidal waves and just bring the oceans back here, and you know, that's like near God level right there. Like, you know, it's not even considering her a human anymore. That's just like on another lore. And that's the thing with the One Piece lore itself, is that we never got to that specific point in the One Piece lore where characters are that strong, or I should say not that strong. I should say they're in that kind of ability that they're able to control massive amounts of the elements itself. So considering this is kind of like a giant one step to kind of show us just how strong the Yonko is, but at the same time it's like, wait a minute, you know, it's kind of, you're kind of thinking like controlling the ocean, like Jesus, you know, like what does Blackbeard do? You know, what did Whitebeard do? What does Shanks do? Like, you know, it makes you think like, what the heck? What makes these people classified to be Yonko itself? You know, that's what gives every reader that kind of specific thought in itself, folks. But man, oh man. But anywho, you know, like this is my opinion on it. You know, it's just to see that you know, Big Mom's ability was very, very hacks in this specific chapter. But I can't wait to see what's going on, because it did leave us readers at a specific part in the actual chapter where, like, you know, whoa, what's going to happen, including the part with actually Luffy himself Luffy's actually fighting Katakuri, and there's no means of escape for Luffy himself and the actual gang. And the only one that's really outside, it really is just Sanji. Technically, to me, it seems that Sanji's going to be the one to actually save the day. In my opinion, it probably might even go to that actually specific point where the gang really is going to get captured by Big Mom. They really are. They're going to get captured. That's just the way it kind of seems that all the Mugiwara crew is going to get captured. Pedro's death might even be insignificant now that I'm like, looking at it. So to me, it's like Sanji, it really is going to save the day in itself because of baking the cake. But that leads to another topic itself. What is Sanji going to bake in the cake? Because in this specific chapter, we saw that Sanji himself was baking this. He's baking a cake with freaking pudding and chiffon. But the thing is that, does that mean that Sanji's going to be bringing back the 99 Kempo recipes that he actually learned in a 2-year time skip? So does that mean that, is that what we're going to be noticing, how Sanji's going to be developing his new techniques in the time skip? I mean, that's kind of like a giant slap to the face to us readers as well, because it's like we were kind of expecting like Sanji to be a very battle born character, but no, it's going to be something entirely different. Maybe this technique involves now Sanji actually manipulating his body by eating certain foods in order for him to actually get stronger. Maybe that's going to be Sanji's new techniques in the actual, time skip itself. That's pretty interesting, because now we're learning that, of course, Sanji's body can be modified because he's actually a genetically engineered human, and that's actually very interesting. So that goes along to say that what the heck is he going to put inside Big Mom's body, Because remember, if you guys read the chapter very clearly, it was saying that, pudding was going to be making the best chocolate. Chiffon was going to be making the best fluff of the cake itself. And Sanji is going to be showing his attack recipe. So to me, it seems that it might actually lead on to something that Sanji might actually poison Big Mom, or at least incapacitate her to the point that she can't follow the Mugiwara crew, and everybody's going to be actually wondering, like, what the heck is going on? Or at least the point that everybody's gonna be worried about Big Mom herself. Is like, is she dying, or is something going on with her? They're all gonna be worried about it. That's just my opinion. That could go something along the lines of that. But you gotta remember too, like what kind of technique is gonna be able to stop Big Mom. So it's this type of poison. It has to be specifically targeting the nerves itself, because remember, Big Mom herself is a very, very strong character. So it might be a sleep-inducing, you could say a pathogen, or it could be a paralyzation, or it can just be he could just be like overstuffing her to the point that she actually just knocks out, and it was so good. Maybe it's something along the lines of that, or maybe it's really intoxication for her throughout her body, or that he gets her drunk to the point that that she actually can't even get her to actually do anything. Like I said, a lot of theories that could be out there involving Sanji now baking this cake. Now that's the point that's kind of leading on to me. Respect for Sanji's character to be actually going towards that route, because it does, like I said, it leads us to the fact that Oda is not really doing a that stereotypical shonen trope where they're going to be fighting the big bad boss, because Big Mom doesn't really seem like a boss in this specific arc. It's more or less to say that she is more like a hindrance, because the Mugiwara crew really don't need to be involved with Big Mom's territory. They're just there really just because Sanji was just kidnapped in itself. But needless to say, very interesting at the end of the day, folks. Very interesting at the end of the day. Now, another topic that I do wanted to bring up in this specific chapter is Luffy versus Katakuri. Luffy versus Katakuri, folks. Now, that was actually pretty interesting. We see Luffy's resolve to actually still save his own crewmates. That in itself, I have to respect for that, because we don't ever really see Luffy doing that in these long arcs that have been going on. Most of the time we've been seeing this Mugiwara just be separated every single time, but not really them having them together at once. Now, this is very interesting because of the fact that we see Luffy actually taking control and trying to assess the situation. But the thing is, because Katakuri is not giving Luffy a chance, that's what makes this situation very, very, a very perilous situation. That's the thing that makes it too. It's very intense, and I love the fact that that Katakuri, they're kind of humanizing Katakuri, the way he was kind of involving with the dialogue between Luffy and them, and that was because, remember, Luffy was attacking his younger brothers, and it's funny because Katakuri specifically states, hey, I thought this was a one-on-one fight, stop attacking my little brothers, and and then he starts stomping on Luffy, like as it's implying, like, wait a minute, where's your morals now? And it goes to show that Katakuri is not finding any means of resource. He's saying that, excuse me, Luffy, this is going to be a one-on-one fight, just me and you, bro. Don't involve my brothers and sisters. They're doing what they're doing, but it's just me and you now, since you're trying to resolve this issue, like I said, and that's what makes it more intense, because the fact that Katakuri is controlling the situation, so Luffy's now in a desperate situation to actually try to take control of the situation. My God, like I said, it's like, it's very intense how these chapters are going, but I'm wondering, I'm literally legitimately going on towards the route that they're all gonna get captured by Big Mom. They really are, just the way, because Big Mom's power is very hacks, very, very hacks, guys. Holy snap, that Devil Fruit to control the ocean, that's just intense, folks. That is just intense. But let me know down in the comments below, guys, as to what are you guys' thoughts on this specific. Did you guys think that Big Mom's powers were very hacks, or do you guys think that she's actually having all her homies in the ocean in order for the sea to actually move? Because that, in my honest opinion, makes more a logical sense than just a tiny part of her soul controlling the whole entire ocean. That to me, it wouldn't make any sense. It would make more sense that all her homies are involved in there. Because that, to me, that would make more sense, and that kind of goes back to kind of like a Thriller Bark kind of scene where all the freaking shadows are going to Komori to make himself stronger. That, to me, it seems like a very much resemblance right there. But like I said, let me know down in the comments. And also, what do you guys think of Sanji actually cooking a specific type of toxic in order for a bond? Do you guys really think that would be actually pretty cool to see? If so, let me know down in the comments. And as always, guys, if you guys enjoy my content, don't forget to give a like, comment, share, and subscribe for more One Piece chapter discussions. And as always, guys, hope to see you guys again in the next video. But good night.